All right, here, guys. This is the start of the Kayon documentary. And who am I here with?
My name is Miri, but I also go by Realmy and/or Nexus.
How are we doing today?
I'm doing pretty good today. Regular Wednesday.
It's great to hear. It's great to hear. All right, so with Kayon, what was your
Right.
relationship with Kayon?
Well, last season, Kayon was my quarterback. He was okay at it. He tried to be my friend a couple times.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so we're a little iffy.
All right. How'd you meet Kayon?
Well, this happened about a year ago. I met Kayon through rec room football, like around
Mm-hmm.
season 4 or 5.
Mm-hmm.
He had some rumors around him being a little gay, but we accept that.
Yeah.
I didn't know that he was gonna do anything else though.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I met him. He was pretty chill.
Yeah, yeah. How'd you find out about the Kayon allegations?
So actually, I figured out about them, and it was kind of weird because on in season 10, right, I was drafted to Rahway, but I was traded to County team, and I was kind of confused because we have two girls on that team, like two cheerleaders. I'm like, what's the word with that? So then, after a while of like talking, right, Kayon messages this girl named Sanaya, right, talking about some like he wants to do some crazy things with her, blah 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 blah, while she was consistently saying that she was 13, and then that got leaked, and I was like, what the hell? Cause I didn't think that my time returned because I was gone for like about half a year, so I come back and my quarterback is outed to like little girls, which is that's pretty bad.
Do you know anything deeper about the Saya and Kayon situation?
Well, I know that Kayon has asked Sanaya to talk him through combustion multiple times. She's denied it every time,
Mm-hmm.
and that is kind of weird because he could just go for girls his own age instead of going for little girls. Or what he said to Job was, well, that's pretty crazy as well.
Just
Because
some
I don't
shit
know
up,
some
bro.
of the
Let him
kids,
eat up, bro.
but
Let him
I don't
eat up.
know how much
Let
Come
him
on,
he
let's
eat
see
me
the
up.
physique,
buys.
Java. Come on,
Yo,
let's
I
see the
know
yeah,
he
let's
said
get
he
physique.
said
back.
to another girl.
Yeah. Would you care to explain?
Yes, so that's other girl, right? Not gonna name her name, but Kayon, right? He begged her multiple times to send her gift boxes, sent her all this stuff to talk him through, talk him through a nut. And personally, I figured that that's kind of weird to do that shit over rec room, but like I guess that's how Kayon rolls, right? And he barked for her one time. He said he's done some pretty down bad things, like he's called her mommy, like over like etc. etc. Things that I do not feel like discussing here, but
Understandable.
there is a little more though. Yeah.
Has Kayon ever? This will be a little sexual, but has Kayon ever tried to have E with you or any of your close friends?
Yes. Back when I was 12, back when I like, it's like I'm 14 now, but back when I was 12,
Yeah, 2 years ago.
um, we were in Kayon's overalls, right?
Mm-hmm.
He was begging me to have Eve with him to give me an 100 overall. I refused because I don't swing that way.
Yeah.
But like I was like, and I was 12 by the way. He was like 14, 15 maybe.
Yeah, which is
With
illegal.
like
Yep.
that's wild. Um, and I was a little kid. Like if you see any recordings of me, my voice was like high, high. So like I was like young,
Yeah.
and the fact that he asked me, it was kind of trauma. It's kind of scary.
Mm-hmm. Understandable. All right, that should be all for the questions. I really appreciate your time answering all these.
Thank you.
Who am I here with?
Javo. Javo.
How's your day going, Java?
My day's going good.
That's great to hear, man. All right, I'm gonna just ask you a couple questions about Kayon. All right.
Alright.
First question is gonna be, what was your relationship with Kayon? Like, what was like? Were you like friends? Like, what was it?
I was really nothing with Kayon. Only reason I was like connected with him is because I was on this R14.
All right, all right. How'd you meet Kayon?
I think I met Kayon um with Sanaya, or I just met him on my off road team. I don't know which one where I met him.
Interesting, interesting. So with Sanaya, what do you know about Sanaya and Kayon?
I just know that. Oh, I just know that Sanaya's a rec room bop, and Kayon was 16 years old trying to hit on her.
How'd you find out about Kayon and Sanaya?
The Discord call.
Quick call. Were you by chance in a server? Were you ever in a server called Dante's Domain?
Yes. Yep.
Dante's Domain. What happened
They
in that
leaked her.
server?
They leaked her.
Leaked her. And as what I've seen is that Kayon and I think Saya or Sanaya, one of the two, is that Kayon said, "Bitch, you got fucked by 100 plus." I can't say that word
Yep. He
on
did say
Rec
that.
Room.
He did say that. Because last week there was an argument and Kayon said that in a call with me and Rummy in it. He said that in the call. I don't remember that.
All right, interesting, interesting. And you said that Sanaya got leaked, right?
Yep.
And who leaked her?
I don't know if it was on or Kayon. I don't remember. I think it was I don't remember which one it was, but I know it was rather the two of them.
Interesting, interesting, interesting. All right, all right. Um, besides all the calls of Saya and Kayon, do you know anything else that happened between them?
Um, Not really. I just know that Kayon was trying to get hit on her and stuff, even though that
Interesting.
he's 16.
Yeah, and how old was Saya at the
Well,
time?
17, 13.
13,
I
and
think he's
Kayon is.
17.
So, in
I think he
context of
tried to
what
lie. I
Java
think
was
he was
saying,
lying to say
Saya
he was
is
16, but he's actually
13
17.
and Kayon is 17 or
I know
16.
that.
Like he said, Javo didn't
My
know
last
if
question
Kayon
for
was
you though,
faking his age of saying he was 16. He was
in that
actually
one VC,
17.
I think you were in the gym, if I'm correct.
You had your camera
Yeah.
on, and he said he'd let you, like he'd want to mostly, I'm not trying to say that, but
Yeah.
how'd you feel? Or I know you didn't really understand them, but when you saw the first part with Raumi, how'd you feel after you found out what he said?
I was, I was, I just, it just made me find Kayon as a different person because I thought he just said let Javo eat up, but I didn't know he said let Javo eat me up. That was just weird.
Did it make you feel like a little traumatized and like,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah, understandable. All
because
right.
I just turned 13. That was when I was 12 years old.
Yeah, that makes it a little weird. That's like a 6 year, 5 year age gap. I understand. Um, I appreciate your time, Javo, for answering all these questions, man. Hope you have a good day.
Mhm. Me too.
All right, guys, I'm back, and who am I here with?
Uh, the Big Depot.
Big Beepa. All right, man. How's your day going?
My night's going all right. Good night, good day.
It's great to hear. It's great to hear, man. I'm gonna just ask you a couple questions about your experiences with Kaon.
Okay.
All right. So, what was your relationship with Kaon as a friend?
So as a friend, I mean, we weren't like, tied in like that. We weren't really that close together. But, we would like be like, especially during this past summer, we would just be like in VCs, just chilling, talking to each other for like some days and shit. And I just viewed him as like a rec room football player.
Yeah. All right. How'd you meet Kaon?
I met Kayon, I don't know how long ago, but it was probably during some time around season 8 or 9 of RFO. That's when I like really got to know him a little bit.
All right. All right. How'd you find out about the Kaon allegations?
By being actively a part of it. I mean, half of those clips are from me, and I was there when he said, all those weird things about like Java and like little girls and shit.
Yeah.
And like it, he spiraled on and it got like crazy.
And about the little girls and little boys thing. What was happening when he started talking about that?
He talked like very weird on the situation. You know, he was like saying that he was gonna do weird things to like little boys and little girls. You know, it's like having like he was asking people to like
Ask him to
do
have E,
things with
right?
them. Yeah, do weird
Yeah.
things with them. And like he does weird stuff like barking for people. Yeah.
Yeah.
Which,
Oh, in those VCs, what's the wildest thing that Can has said?
wildest thing. Honestly, I haven't clipped anything, but based off like from what I remember one time he said like obviously the so what when I said there's something wrong with like saying weird things to like little girls and shit. And also he told Java like, hey, you want to have E, which
We're
is
the
like
same age,
that's a
bro.
little boy,
All right.
you
See,
know.
I know
Yeah, I
he's
understand
But
joking,
that.
my
right?
thing is, he's saying it
Um,
to another man. He
do you
said
know
he
anything
said
about
But
I
you're
like
said
saying
that
it
you
to
actually
little
somebody
boys and little
somebody who
girls.
so
Yeah, but you
what?
With
okay
that
What do you
situation,
mean?
all I
So
know is that
what?
I think he like tried doing some like weird things with her, like again like trying to have that E, trying to like get into a somewhat like online relationship with this 13-year-old girl, you know.
and how old is Can, you think?
16.
16, all right. So I'm like I was talking to Javo yesterday. He
Hmm.
said Can was faking his age of being 16 and he's actually 17. I'm not sure if that is true, but I just want to know your opinions about that.
If that's true, that obviously makes everything even worse. Although he's still not a legal adult, it's it's closer to it. And honestly, if shit gets real and like it actually becomes a problem, it could really hurt Kayon like in real life. Trying to apply for schools and stuff. Could
Yeah.
pull this up, trying to talk about like little girls and shit.
All right, and for the last question, Beep, has Can ever tried to have E with you or any of your close friends?
Not with me, but I think obviously I won't consider Java a close friend, but yeah, Java,
Would you have
Worst.
Bravo, would you have
not
E with
close
me?
friend, but
wait, no.
been
What? Clip
affiliated
that,
with,
please.
and
What the
who
fuck?
else?
See here.
And yeah, that's really it.
All right, man. I appreciate your time and answering all these questions.
All right, thanks for having me.
Of course. All right, guys, I'm back. This is the final and last part of the Kayon documentary. And who am I here with?
Sanaya.
All right, Sanaya. So, as we know, you are one of the main victims of Kayon and his pedophilia acts. Would you care to just say everything that you and him went through?
Um, Kayon was like, he was like a weird kid, but like, I never thought of that of him
All right.
until I realized he was.
When when that VC call happened, uh, what was he saying?
The VC call on Discord.
Yes.
Um, Kayon had called me. He was asking, he was asking some freaky ass question. And I was like, Kayon, fuck no, you're 16, I'm 13.
What the fuck is the question?
You're weird as fuck for that. And yeah.
You trying to fuck with me?
Do you remember what he said? About the question he asked you?
Kayon, you're fucking 16. I'm 13!
I think it was like some question to like
Fuck
get
no!
with me and like have sex with me.
And you kept on saying no, correct?
Yes.
Was he trying to force it?
I wouldn't think so.
All right, all right.
Oh,
So, with the experiences in Don's server, his Hangout server, and they were saying you got leaked. Um,
um,
who leaked you?
Dante, I guess.
Don did. All right. Exactly, word by word. Bitch got fucked by 100 plus uh people on Rec Room, and then you kept on saying stop trying to be cute. Do you remember
Um,
this?
sounds like something I would say. Um, last time I checked, I never got fucked by 100 people. If you know the truth, then you know the truth.
Hmm.
But even if that shit would never be true, um, even if I did, Kayon is one of them who would try and keep asking to fuck on me. So I don't know why he's saying that.
All right. Do you have any other experiences with like Kayon besides that one VC call?
I have a couple experiences.
Do you care to go into detail with them?
Um, it was me, Java, and Kayon, and we was in subsidized. And I was like, I don't know what I was doing. I think I was trying to fall asleep. I kept moving around and making sounds. And Kayon was like, yeah, keep making them sounds, making my dick hard, some shit like that. And I was just like, okay, what the fuck, buddy? And all that.
All right. All right. Is there any other experiences?
When he first met me, yeah.
Do you care to explain?
But, um, we had met like an RFO, I think. We had met an RFO. At first, he was trying to talk to my homegirl, but like, she didn't ever want him, so he came up to me. And like, he was like, come on, fuck with me or some shit. And I was like, no. I was like, no, no, no. It was like he was trying to force me to talk to him.
So
And
when you
then he
first
went,
met him, mostly he already tried having e-sex with you.
yeah.
Jeez. As a lot of people have said before, uh, Kayon or Javo said this actually. He said he didn't know if Kayon was actually 16 and he was just faking his age and he was actually 17. Do you know anything about that?
I think Kayon's 16.
All right.
I,
Uh, besides him trying to have e-sex with you, has he tried to have e-sex with any of your close friends?
yeah. Well, me and her aren't close friends anymore, but yeah.
Has he ever tried to like try to get you to send voice messages to him to like help him go through nuts?
Yeah.
Has he ever admitted to nutting to you?
He said like 2 or 3 times he has.
2 or 3 times you said, right?
Yes.
You're trying to what?
I'm trying not to.
Um,
Speak up.
whenever like
I'm trying to nut to
after,
you.
I mean, like he said all this,
And what
did
the fuck
did he
else you want me to
continue
do?
or did he just or did you like do something
Just
about it?
one.
Kayon, you're.
What do you mean?
Like did you
Why?
block him or did he keep on trying to message you?
Cause
He kept on messaging me. I just kept giving him the same answer as to no and no and no.
All right. Uh, now this is your part. You can say anything else I haven't asked you. About your experiences with Kayon, or anything else.
My opinion on Kayon is the type of boy who would try to fuck with you, but then once you say no, he would like start hitting on you, which to me is very weird. Cause he was just trying to fuck with me. Now you're being annoying. for no reason. And he said, it was just one moment when he was something something. And it was like he didn't know I was 13. But I told him I was 13. Oh, yeah, I told him I was 13. I was just like, okay. He's not weird, but like, he's not normal.
Just like in
I
the
wouldn't
middle.
say he's a I wouldn't say he's a pedophile though, because every man has tried to do that at least once, or like every person
Mm-hmm.
has like tried to do some shit like that. But like,
Did you know that he had to bark for a girl though?
oh yeah, that was funny as fuck.
Mm-hmm.
My
Yeah.
fault.
I mean, I wouldn't say that's normal, but um, yeah, he kept on begging her apparently, to get him to a nut. So he barked for her. I think uh,
He just seemed like a chubby kid to me.
all right. That should be all for the questions. I really appreciate your time coming out and answering all these.
You're welcome.
All right. I'll turn down my mic. Get up close to it. Pull up my notepad.
To it, like as in Hawk Tua.
Bro, what is wrong with you?
What do you mean? What's wrong with me?
Hawk Tua?
Yeah, Hawk Tua.
Just stop. I already forgot what I was gonna say. Fuck!
Wow, so we already messed up.
Alright, you ready? Start recording. Alright, pull up the questions. Damn, Diddy!
The downfall of Waz.